Roll up your pants to prevent the fabric from catching fire. Walk briskly and do not dawdle. At the end, wipe off your feet and get them sprayed with water. Helpful members of the Los Angeles Fire Department were on hand with hoses to assist in this effort. We carried the energetic fervor that Robbins had built in the convention hall with us as we all walked barefoot to the parking lot filled with bonfires. Seeing the fires glowing in the evening darkness brought home the reality of what we were about to do. The coals from those fires got shoveled onto a number of fiery walkways. As we waited for our turn to cross, we cheered and chanted, trying to keep our confidence and enthusiasm from flagging. When my turn came, I did not hesitate. The pain hardly pierced my armor of confidence. I celebrated my bravery on the other side, but in my euphoria, I neglected to wipe all the burning embers from my feet. Somehow that part of the instructions hadn't stuck in my mind, but the embers had stuck to the tender flesh on the soles of my feet. Later in the evening, I felt blisters rising. On the walk back to the hotel, I realized my feet were covered in burns. Carried away by my confidence, I had failed to take sufficient precautions. What had been pride quickly turned to humiliation. I was keenly aware that I'd let myself get carried away. As I limped along in pain, I looked back to the confidence that had carried me across the firewalk and just felt stupid. What a fool I'd been. For what? Was I trying to impress Oprah? She was too busy with her own firewalk to notice what I was up to. The other participants? I'd never see these people again. Was I trying to impress myself? Whatever benefit I might have enjoyed from feeling that I could overcome scary obstacles had been quickly undone by the fact that I had tried walking through fire and had gotten burned. My experience on the firewalk reveals one personal reason that this optimist has become a skeptic on the subject of confidence. I know how easy it is to be overconfident. My experience has inspired research whose results have profoundly shaped the way I see the world, documenting the risks, follies, and biases of miscalibrated confidence. I hope to impart these hard-won insights without you having to suffer the painful consequences yourself. A new view of confidence. Chances are you're thinking about confidence wrong. If you have spent any time reading self-help books, you could be forgiven for coming away thinking that more confidence is better. There are books with titles like Confidence, How to Overcome Your Limiting Beliefs and Achieve Your Goals, and You Are a Badass, How to Stop Doubting Your Greatness and Start Living an Awesome Life. They make greater confidence sound inviting. Such books tell you that you should grow your confidence. They imply that your challenge in life is to keep your confidence up, bolstering it against the haters who would tear you down or the misfortunes that would make you doubt yourself. Maybe you try to build your confidence through self-affirmations or better eye contact or a firmer handshake or power posing. The message that these books push is that you should maximize your confidence. They make me think of the terrible advice that you can never be too rich or too thin. You do not need to suffer an eating disorder to know that it is possible to be too thin. But can you be too confident? Is it good for you to believe that the gods always smile on you, that good things come your way without your having to work for them, and that you are favored by fortune? Should you believe that everything in life goes right for you, that everybody loves you, and that you are invulnerable? Is it wise to believe that you, blessed among the many, will beat the odds and get lucky? Should you believe that you can drive at high speeds in heavy traffic while texting and eating? You do not need to suffer the disastrous consequences of these beliefs to know that there can indeed be confidence disorders. I cannot blame you if you suspect that overestimating your potential, maybe just a little bit, could be good. Plenty of coaches and gurus advocate precisely this. But there are many problems with this approach in practice, not least of which is the problem of fooling yourself and knowing precisely which parts of you are fooling which other parts. Moreover, it can be difficult to figure out exactly how much you ought to fool yourself. It is possible to go too far. Believing that you're the Messiah can lead to some obviously dysfunctional behavior. But most of the problems associated with such grand delusions also hold, at a smaller scale, for believing that you're slightly taller, richer, better looking, or more virtuous than you actually are. As you listen to this book, there will be times when you will object to my encouragement to moderate your confidence. You will think of instances in which greater confidence might help you succeed. I'm entirely sympathetic to that objection. We'll explore when it is true, how it is true, and how you can benefit from that knowledge. On the other hand, if you have read books on decision-making, you might be aware of your vulnerability to overconfidence.